Hi guys, it's good to be back. I haven't done a video for a while. I've made a new purchase, a quad core S7800 from JXD. I've done a lot of research before I bought this. The thing that got us sort of interested in Android based handhelds was the emulation for retro games and the possibility of playing PC games streaming that the Nvidia Shield offered, but I wasn't willing to pay 400 quid, which is what the UK sellers are asking for an Nvidia Shield to play on a 5-inch screen or a 1-inch bezel. So I paid 135 quid for it, 140 quid including taxes, customs as we know them in England. But yeah, so I went plumb for this, and it's turned out to be my favourite gadget at the moment, and actually my favourite handheld. I mean, the Vita is going to hopefully take off big time when the PS4 is released, and I'll be doing some sort of review about that as soon as more details are revealed and as soon as I've played with it a bit. But yeah, so run through the specs in a bit. Well, there's the actual unit. There's the actual 7-inch screen, which is beautiful. It's got the same sort of material, like plasticky, very hard plastic, a bit like Neo Geo X handheld, so it's from that sort of mould, but the screen's still beautiful, vibrant colours. It's a joy to use. The touch is good on it, responsive. The buttons on it, you've got a few buttons here: start, select, back, some other button which is quite useful. Let's press it. It comes up with a little menu, context sensitive menu. This brings up button mapping. That takes you to the main menu by the looks of it. You know, I'm not being stupid here, it's just that I keep on forgetting what buttons do what, but they're all useful. You've got a little menu at the bottom of your screen here which is present throughout. No recent apps. This is actually for multitasking. If you exit an app, it'll come up on here like it does on an iPhone, and you can close it to free up some memory. Not going to touch anything else. So it's got a DBAC right analog, which is nice, left analog, and the D-pad. It's got R1 or L1, R2, L2. It's got an HDMI mini output, a USB connector, headset, headphones, and power supply. Power supply I got was a UK plug, which I was astonished with. So if you buy from, say, you're in the US, I'm not sure what you'll end up with, but the likelihood is you'll end up with one that'll work straight out of the box. I mean, if a UK buyer gets a UK plug, I mean, US buyer should definitely get a US plug, but I would make someone confirming that if they decide to buy one. But comparing the two, I mean, people can say, yes, that doesn't fit in the pocket, but I mean, that doesn't fit in my pocket either. I mean, but they're still handheld game. I can sit on my couch and just snuggle up in the winter and just get. It draws us into the game more, this handheld, because of the size of the screen. This is a perfect size handheld for me. But that's my opinion. That screen is probably as low as I go, the Vita, and I can't wait to play that on a PS4. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, if I'm playing FIFA 14 on that, streaming from PS4 with the same graphics somehow, then I'll be in heaven. But I'm not talking about the Vita too much, it's about this. So I've showed you the buttons. There's actually a button here as well. It puts it in sleep mode, takes it out of sleep mode. I don't know why there's a lock. I suppose it's useful. Straight in. Volume button on the right hand side. And back to the box. Right, if I read what it's got while I'm showing you the picture, I can't. But basically, it's a quad core. I think it's based on an A9 CPU for them. There was two in the previous S7300, two A3s. I keep on thinking I'm talking about a motorway, but there's four of them in this, and that might be one of the reasons why the battery's not that great, because it really is quite powerful. There's 8 gig of flash RAM. The Wi-Fi's top of the range, but it doesn't perform top of the range. It's more like a 56.6K modem, which is a big disappointment for me. I found a way to workaround, what the hell am I talking about, but a workaround which I'll show you on the big screen, because I'm going to actually review the apps on the big screen, so you can actually see it in all its full glory, using the HDMI output. I bought a 5-meter mini HDMI lead to full HDMI, and I just plugged it into my LED, and that cost us £6. I mean, you know, happy days. But it's got Android 4.2.2. I'm not sure if you can upgrade that. The touchscreen, obviously. To 8 gig dual camera. You can actually record decent videos on this. It's a good size. It's like using a camcorder. So you know, use it at weddings, funerals, wherever you like, on holiday. Dual joysticks, yeah. The 1080p output, yeah. The Wi-Fi, which is apparently 802.11 BGN, which is a load of shite. It's not. If it is, I mean, if something's wrong. Well, 12 emulators, which I'll get to, which are brilliant when they work. Button mapping, so you can, you know, bring up that button map so you can actually play Android games with physical buttons. And free game center, yeah, which is based on the internet, which is quite slow. So but don't let the Wi-Fi distract you. I mean, it might just be my console, I don't know, but it hasn't distracted me. It would be nice to have a nice Wi-Fi on it, so I could download stuff directly on it, but you can download stuff on your PC and just transfer it onto the system and use the installer which is on here. It's an APK install. APK is a file extension for a Android app, so you would use a downloaded Android app. You would use the installer to install the downloaded APK or whatever, APK Android file to install new games, apps, or whatever you want to install. So I'll go on the big screen and show you the games and the gadgets and everything, and talk a bit more about it. Yeah, so good, so far so good. Be back in a jiffy. It officially takes us longer for the TV to start than it does to sort out the HDMI cable for this machine, the 7800. Right, let's show you the fun side of things. Right, so we know the button layout, we know some of the options on here that's available. It's in sleep mode, so I'll just quickly wake it up. Picture, lovely, 1080p, you saw on the top left there. It's recognised that, so it does what it says on the tin. Right, first off, first screen, we've got the APK installer there. I'll let the camera focus in a bit. Is it focused in yet? I'll take a chance. Right, manage. This shows you all the bits and pieces you've got installed. Yeah, I might get rid of that Vampire Adventures. It's completely shite. I wonder what export does. Right, never mind. I'll keep it on because I might feel extremely depressed at some stage. Install, you've installed from USB memory. There's not actually a USB stick option, so maybe you can actually install directly from your PC with the USB plugged in, which is pretty neat. I can't confirm that, but maybe that's what it is. The you can install from your micro SD card, so transfer all your, because of the poor Wi-Fi, what I've done is I went on the internet on my PC, downloaded whatever programs I want from there, and I've put them on my micro SD. You don't see any now because I've installed the ones I want, but basically this is like an external hard disk for me, which switches, rather than using a USB cable to mess about with things. I like a full backup of all the available games. I've got 32 gigs worth available to install on the 8 gig flash memory that comes with the system. I'm not sure if I've told you yet, but you can't actually run games from the micro SD card. I could be wrong there, but I can't seem to do it. So basically I've got a 20 odd gigs worth of PSP games all ready to transfer if I free up some room on the flash memory card. Obviously I own them, wink wink. Going back, got me the full well, I did have the full Neo Geo collection on there. Not sure what's happened to that, but I'm not worried about it because I've got the full collection in about 4 different places. MAME, that's emptied as well for some reason. Now that is worrying. Yeah. The main ones, my PSP, are all there, but it's not recognising the Neo Geo one files or the arcade files. But that's what that application does. I'll press the good old back button. So yeah, install, manage the ones that are in there, uninstall them or whatever. So the APK installer, basically Android apps installer, which is what APK stands for. Right, you've got like the settings here, Wi-Fi on. I guess I'll turn that off because I don't use it, because of how slow it is. It's like a 56.6k modem, and I'm not exaggerating. Click on battery, tells us I've got 5 minutes 28 seconds on battery, but 90% of it is full, so I'm not sure what that means. 5 minutes. Let's have a look. I'll just check. Yeah, maybe I've oh right, yeah, I've obviously used it for 5 minutes since the last recharge, which is good. You know, you can find out exactly how long it lasts. Personally, I reckon the max would be 3 hours, purely gaming. Back button again. Hit the middle button at the bottom, that button, and it comes up with the applications that are in memory. Just drag them to the bottom of the screen, that gets rid of them. Happy chick needs internet connection. That program there, that one there, where you can download emulated games. Fine for downloading small SNES games or NES or Mega Drive or whatever. You've got your browser, video, camera. This is actually a really good size for a video camera. Ideal to take to weddings, funerals. Well, I'm not sure about funerals, but a holiday. It's actually a good size. I find mobile phones are too small. This is actually a good size for a video camera. Music. I'll just point out that the screen on the actual handheld is much better than, not much better, but is even better than the screen you're looking at now. It gives you an idea of how impressive the screen is on the handheld. Moving into these apps, it's got Chrome installed. Right, this is the first Android game. Now this will show Expendable Rearmed, fantastic name, Retro Bomb. This gives you an impression on how fast this little machine is. It's brilliant for Android games, and this is a sample, if you've never played an Android game, of how good some of them are. This is reminiscent of Smash TV, or like a viewpoint of perhaps shock troopers, but it used the right joystick to shoot in different directions, and use your left joystick to move in different directions. It's just a pure blast. And if I stop shooting and listen to some of the music, and look at how smooth that is. And this gives you an this gives you an idea that Android games aren't all rubbish, you know. I mean, this is actually a pretty decent game. We're not from invading an alien planet here. It all seems very aggressive. At least you're not shooting humans here, you're shooting what look like predators. Brilliant. It really is a good game, I'm not being sarcastic. It really is. It's like an advanced shoot 'em up. An advanced arcade shoot 'em up. It's like Geometry Wars in a sense, but I think it's better than that. The graphics really are decent, as you can see. Right, enough of that. Right. Still in the background, so we'll get rid of it. First emulator, the good old Nintendo. I think I'll play Double Dragon. Probably the best conversion of Double Dragon available. Outside of the arcade, that is. Although I'm kind of partial to Super Double Dragon on the Super Nintendo. You've got the Nintendo in all its glory, 4:3 resolution. Sorry, aspect ratio, which is great because still a huge, you know, still see plenty of that the game on a 42-inch screen and on a 7-inch screen without having to stretch it. So moving on from that emulator comes with the console. No ROM. You do get a few ROMs with the console actually. Obviously you have to own the games. Right. Back again. Just getting the habit of using that button. Mega Drive, I've got a problem with this. With this emulator, it seems to run too fast and the buttons don't work properly. Let's just Revenge Shinobi, a little bit of history. Revision 0, Revision 1, Revision 2, Revision 3. I had terrible problems with this game because copyright problems. I had Spider-Man in it, Batman, Godzilla, I can't remember, but they kept on having to take them out, you know, various. I mean, this is probably the Bourne version, the latest version, but to give you an idea, I mean, that sounds like Mega Drive, doesn't it? I was going to show you a cheat there, surely everyone knows. Set your shurikens to 0. That double jumps perfect there. I mean, this is the best. Alright, it's jumping perfect there. Alright, jumping perfect. Now it's stopped jumping perfect, I think. Yeah. Oh no, it hasn't, it's just me. Alright, live with that. Is it me there? No, it's not. There, the controls have decided to not work properly. No, it's not an excuse, because I'll still do well even though I kind of double jump. Pretty good at this game. Oh. Oh, they've started working again. I wonder if that's a bug in the actual game. I'm not gonna start. Why the hell? I mean, this hasn't crashed actually, but then a double jump. I'm doing the same thing and it's not working. See how intricate to the whole game a double jump is. I mean, just landing on someone shouldn't take away energy. It's pretty difficult again, but it's not that hard once you know all the buttons work. Road rash. I mean, this is just a tremendous game. I mean, have you seen better emulation in this? I haven't. This is a motorbike game. Oh. Right. I'll try and notice how we got save and close on all the games, which is brilliant. Back. Right, sorry, I'm getting used to. Right, done the Mega Drive, N64. This is probably pick Mario. Right, I'm completely stuck on this. You'll probably be shouting it. Look at that emulation. Look at that. How colourful it is. I've probably got people screaming at us, go through that door, go through that door, because I didn't know what door to go through. To be honest with you, I haven't got a clue. There's one door available, the first door. That gives you this gives you an idea of the emulation. I think it's amazing. That takes us to the mansion. Right, he tells us there's one on the first floor I can go in. That takes us into the other doors. Oh, no, you need 3 stars for that. This must be the first floor. This takes you into this door. That'll take us back to the other door. That needs a key. So the only place I can go is down here. This just takes us into a garden. Obviously I have to find somewhere in here. Let's see. If you start, press Z to crouch, then jump, you can perform a backward somersault. Right, let's see if Z works. There you go, Z works. That was L1. Right, I haven't got a clue where you have to go. Is it somewhere in here? Right, I'm probably infuriating some people because they're probably saying go there, but I really haven't got a clue. Right, I'll exit the game. It's auto saving, which was something I was worrying about, the save features, but they're just brilliant. This is sort of your main screen. You can mess about with Resident Evil 4. You can mess about with, you know, icons there. You can put them on different, a bit like an iPhone or an iPad. The screen. One thing I didn't mention in the overview was the stereo speakers. They're actually brilliant. Bit of bass, lovely treble on the actual handheld. I mean, Really good speakers on it. Start game. Normal, I guess. Normally it would have been easy when you see how blooming hard it is, but bloodthirsty. Tick. Right, I'll show you how. I might have to shoot someone first before he kills us. I shouldn't say it's actually something, isn't it? But like half zombies, half humans. Right, if I bring up the gamepad, you can press the physical button or you can press the gamepad button there. You'll notice I've got the A button on there, so when I press A on the gamepad it'll shoot. I've got the C button up there because another option becomes available up there when something happens, and D across there, and I've got the L analog stick for movement. So I'm going to take that off and start shooting. Right, you can't actually move when your guns when you're sort of in shoot mode. You can't actually move when your knife's out either. You have to press that run button, start button for this. Right. Oh, I'll shoot him. As you can see, the graphics are just about GameCube quality. And look how smooth that is. I'll guess that'll be jittery as hell on a Galaxy 2 phone. Look how smooth it is on this little beauty. This is Android 4.2.2 and that is amazing. And because of the being able to map the controls, it actually turns it into a decent game, albeit a tough game, but you can get used to the controls. Someone's after us. Oh. Can I get in there? No, it's locked. Press the start button. Right, I need a better gun because the chainsaw guy. Oh, Christ. The chainsaw guy comes after you once you've finished these. Once you've finished these off. Oh! Right, well... Oh! I can raise that. Fortunately... Oh! Claim. That's handy. I'm not sure what that is. Ammo, right. It's actually pretty playable. Not sure what that does. Alright, there's the menu. So I've got first aid. I guess I'll leave it up to you guys to say whether that's playable or not. seems pretty playable to me. So it's a mishmash of pressing buttons and whatnot, and using a controller. This I wish worked. This is the arcade emulator. I haven't got any ROMs. They've disappeared off the memory card, so some stuff does read from the memory card. I'm gonna fix that. Actually the games should be in there. No, they're not. Right, let's just shut down a few things here. Right, press that button, brings you into a bigger screen. I've done the Mega Drive, done the N64. I think the DS emulator is pointless because, you know, the bottom screen really you need a pen for. PS1, this is just, yeah, well, we can restore game. I've got Chrono Cross on here, which is a really difficult game to get. What do you think of that? The music's brilliant. Bit of judder in there. I love Japanese turn-based games, they just seem more relaxing. I mean, I love Skyrim, but right, come on, Sarge. Let's just get the controls right here. This is awesome. Yeah, well, that's not bad emulation. I mean, the sharpness is definitely like having a component need in a in a PS1. Not ventured to this is a PSP emulator, and this is my favourite emulator. I mean, I've got Brian Laura's Cricket. Shows you a picture of all the games. I'll show you Gradius. And basically I've put all them PSP games on the micro SD card, so I can delete them off the 8GB flash RAM and just transfer the games I want. So there's a little bit file management required because the micro SD card doesn't function ideally with the S7800. I mean, this is running at a perfect speed, and the sharpness of the graphics is and the sound is just incredible. I mean, it's a dream. There's some amazing PSP games. I'm looking at you, E-Series. I'm looking at you, well, this. Darius. Oops. Save state again, something I was worrying about before buying. This was being able to save me progress, especially on Super Nintendo games. Did I show you the Super Nintendo? No, I didn't. Right. Super Nintendo. I suppose that's as good as any. Great little wrestling game. Everything from Capcom seems to be good. With team battles brilliant, and well, I have to select tag or out the final phase. I mean, I'm constantly amazed that I fit with games like this within like 2 megabytes. I mean, a sword in Skyrim probably uses up more memory. You know what I mean? It's just incredible. I'm Hagar, by the way. I mean, again, the sharpness, the colour vibrancy, the sound is just absolutely fantastic. Oh, I think you would agree, and it looks even better on the handheld, let's tell you. The colours aren't quite as, I mean, I need to change the settings on my TV, but they look much more like the original SNES, but much sharper, and the colours are more, oh, they're beautiful on the handheld. I think you can tell by my reaction to what I've showed you, how enthusiastic I am about this. I mean, I wouldn't bother with any of the internet options on this, they're too slow. I haven't tried what the widgets are like. I think I've showed you everything. I'll just quickly show you, this is my favourite Android game. It's like Wave Race. It's not as good as Wave Race 64, I don't think, but it's not far off. Some people probably think it is better, but it's got better graphics, got awesome sound. It's just got more to it. I mean, you can level up. You can, when you level up, you can sort of spend your skill points on new tricks. I'm level 2, so I've got a new trick to try. If I remember it, I do remember it actually. Controls R2, so you can actually, the right thumbstick is perfectly placed for this game. It's just under R2, so you need it for tricks. Oh, I didn't quite pull it off. I'll catch up with him, don't worry. The buttons are just perfectly placed. Oh, I want to get to that. Right, this is a new trick. Yes! I just got that trick after leveling up to level 2. I mean, the music's good. Just the gameplay is really good on it. I really love this game. Really is. It proves that there's actually some good Android games, and this comes with the system. Bit boring doing the same trick, but I don't want to risk. And third, yes, there you go. Yeah, there's this tabletop again. You get money, which I'm not sure level. I'll just save this game. I mean, Christmas is coming up. There's 2 brilliant looking systems coming out. I'm not going to comment on which one I would get. I'm getting both, but the PS Vita potentially could change your mind and get one of these because of its PS4 compatibility. But this unit is just 140 quid. I mean, for what you get, it's you know, I've shown you as much as I can really show you in a lot of time, but I can just recommend this. It's a lovable rogue, that's what I would call it. It's got a couple of little cheeky faults with it, which I think can be ironed out, but it just adds character to it. I can't help but recommend it. It's my favourite gadget, my favourite handheld at the moment. It's got a brilliant screen, brilliant sound, brilliant control scheme, brilliant emulators. The HDMI is absolutely brilliant and is a doddle to do. Basically, you plug the lead in and it'll just show up on your TV. The lead costs us £6. I mean, it's you know, costs 140 quid. I think everyone should own one of these. It's the best handheld on the planet as things stand, because you know, basically you get the PSP and a PS1 and a Mega Drive and a SNES and an N64 and a NES, you know, straight off the bat. So you potentially you've got thousands of games to play on it, and you've got, obviously you could play any Android game smoothly on this because it's quite powerful as well. So it gets a big thumbs up from me. It would get 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for the Wi-Fi problems and potentially the battery, but it seems to be getting better the more I use it, the battery, so I can't really deduct a point for that. So it's a 9 out of 10 system for me. To give you some sort of perspective, I would give the DS sort of 7 out of 10 and the Vita around 7 out of 10 as things stand and as their software libraries stand. This is a lot better than both of them. I'd rather be playing a classic PSP or PS1 or Mega Drive or N64 or Super Nintendo game or a good Android game rather than playing mediocre and some quality games on other handhelds. So see what happens with the, you know, it's a great time to be alive for gamers, you know. And you've got Christmas coming up, and it's, you know, it's a festive time to spend money. Get yourself a present, get yourself one of these, stick a bit of Cliff Richard on, get yourself in the mood. You know, get one. Well, if you can afford it, get both of the new consoles that are coming out. Get yourself a Vita. Oh, the world's your oyster, but I would stick this near the top of your list. Much better value than a Nvidia Shield. It's much better value than any gadget I own, actually. 440 quid, it's just a complete snip. And that's me out. Sorry, this has went on a bit, but I want to give you an in-depth look at it. If you've got any questions, just send us a mail. And if someone knows how to fix me FBA emulator, arcade emulator, that's FBA, I would love to hear from them, because it looks like the best arcade emulator I've ever used. It's just not functioning at the minute. So I would love to hear from any people who might have an idea why it's not working. Thanks for watching, and I'll be doing my Christmas special as usual, which will involve hopefully the PS4 running with the Vita, and there'll be a Neo Geo game in the mix as well somewhere. So until then, take care of yourselves, and thanks for watching.